Welcome back.
Excuse me, sir. May I have my glasses back?
Huh? Oh, yeah, here you go. Cereza, how did you get such magical glasses?
The glasses aren't magic, silly. I can see the monsters without them.
Monsters? Not quite. So, has Bayonetta, I mean your mom, been fighting these big bad monsters for a long time?
Mummy is a witch, and witches protect people and are very strong. When I grow up, I'll be strong too, and I'll protect my mummy.
Wait, you think witches do what? Oh, forget it. No point in arguing with a little kid. I'll manage on my own.
I'm sure you will.
Mummy!
Shit.
You never cease to amuse me, Cheshire. I suppose that's your next target? This is yours, little one. You didn't cry while I was gone, did you?
Nope.
Good.
Bayonetta, no matter how I ask, no matter how many times, you always say the same thing.
Come now, Kitty. You know it was
A
all just...
misunderstanding. You're so stubborn, you know that? My father, he was a journalist too. In fact, he was twice the man I could ever hope to be. He was obsessed with one case his entire career. A case so bizarre it took over his life. They could have made a movie of the details. The followers of darkness, the Umbra Witches, and their light world counterparts, the Lumen Sages, controlling everything with a power known as the Eyes of the World. Then, the Light and Dark clans suddenly disappeared from their medieval home in Europe. You may be familiar with the town. You're standing in it. Welcome to Vigrid, 500 years later.
500 years.
Each clan, working at the behest of the powers that be, sought to lead their fractured world towards peace. They both possessed an eye said to have the power to create history that they used to oversee the world. However, their spirit of cooperation did not last. For amongst them, a pair of young star-crossed lovers conceived a child that sent the clans on a path to ruin. The woman was thrown in jail, and the man exiled from his clan. However, the child remained with the Umbra, raised as a black sheep even amongst the darkness. Since the balance between light and dark had been lost, both clans spiraled into decay. Legend had it that the two eyes could be united to control reality itself. And this legend fueled ambition and desire, leading to a myriad of battles between the clans. In fact, it led to their mutual destruction. My father was mocked for buying such a fairy tale. However, I believed his story, and I believe it more than ever now that I've found you. The memory of the clan lingers on, despite the passing of 500 years. What on earth was my father searching for? And why did he have to die for it? I have to discover the truth with my own eyes. That's why I haven't given up my chase for it. Or you. The head of the Ithoval Group, the multinational that dominates Vigrid, recently tried to sell an enormous gemstone on the black market. If he isn't selling out in the open, it means we're going to have to acquire it by other means. And that starts by sneaking onto that jet.
Mummy, are you looking for something?
I am.
How did you lose it?
Little one, do you have anything you really like? Something really important to you?
Yes, this. I love it.
Where did you get this?
You gave it to me, Mummy, for my birthday.
When you love something, never lose it. Understand, little one? You must keep it safe, close to your heart. Little one!
Teresa! Damn.
Oh, look, we're on a plane. I guess that means we're going places. At least now I know why we're on the plane. When I was playing this, the cutscene was so long I got up and started doing other stuff while I was playing out. Be careful because those walls are gonna shoot shit at you. It's not fun to get hit by. And there are also places you can fall to your death. And I'm only fighting this thing because I got lost and couldn't find where I needed to go, and so I ended up over here. Good times. You know, a lot of the problems between those two could have been solved if Bayonetta had just told him, "I did not kill your father." Sure, there's the chance he wouldn't have believed her. But at least once he finds it out for himself, then he can say, well, you told me. Yeah, and these things are going to actually crush parts of the floor. Which is quite annoying. Not a fan. Took me a while before I was brave enough to make this jump. I didn't want to have to restart this again. I restarted it several times. It took me a while to figure out how to get through here. Hey, you ready for more QuickTime events? At least it's just Mash X. Whee! And no QuickTime event for that last one. Not sure why. It's kind of weird. So the story gets a little bit better from this point on. At least there's more of it, and they start actually trying to tell a narrative. Unlike before, where all we got were little vague hints and innuendos, but nothing of substance. Not a very well-paced story, and relying on a lot of cliches like amnesia. I'm not sure why Bayonetta's memory had to be wiped. I'll talk more about that once we get to the explanation of that. And so many moments where these characters seem like they should die and don't. I can accept that with Bayonetta because she's superhuman or supernatural or something, but Luca has a pretty good ability to survive as well. If it seems like I'm spoiling anything for the game, well, it's a 10-year-old game. Give me a break. Although it's new to me. Oh, those files. I am so glad I stopped showing them. Apologies, of course, to anybody who really wanted to see them. But a game like this, I just don't feel like they serve a purpose. I'm sure they do add some lore, but when you've got an action game, it doesn't make sense to stop just to read a file. Although I've talked about that before, there are certain times where you can do that and it can work. Onimusha was an action series, and they incorporated files too, but it was a slower paced series.
Back to your old self, are we? Why so glum? Something troubling you?
Only your constant fretting over my state of affairs. I've no time to play games with you.
No need to take out your stress on me, Bayonetta. It's clear you're worried for the girl.
Tell me where she is, now!
My, aren't we attached to our precious little one? Do you like it when she calls you Mummy?
You're absolutely delusional. If I leave her, he'll never shut up about it. And his whining is twice as irritating as anything the child could muster.
You've quite the tongue when it comes to curling round the truth.
And what about you? What are you hiding? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think these might mean something to you.
I've no need for worthless junk. I am well aware of my task, but you have forgotten that I do not need your help. It seems your little friend is gone forever. Fill them. Fill your eyes with hatred. Accept your violent fate. Accept it, and earn the left eye. Prove you deserve it.
Alright, looks like we're gonna have a little brouhaha on the plane. Girl versus girl. A little girl on girl action, if you will. Okay, that'll have been muted because it would go against my goal for the selfie. Damn it! No, it won't, because it's funny. The sad thing is, after completing this game, I only have a vague idea of what this chick is talking about. I know what she means when she's talking about these eyes. Other than that, I don't know what the hell she's talking about, except your violent destiny or something like that. Makes no damn sense to me. Then again, I don't think this plot is meant to. Let's face it, a lot of the things that happen in this game happen like this, just because the developers figured they looked cool. That is exactly why most of these things happen. Which for a video game, I don't mind. I rag on the story a little bit, but the gameplay itself is mostly pretty fun. Even some of my issues that I had when playing this, I had more issues more because I was recording than if I were just playing on my own. Because if I'm playing on my own, I don't have to worry about getting lost or anything like that. If I get lost and it takes me a while to figure out where I'm going, it's not a big deal. But when it comes to recording, that's going to bother me more because it's more I have to edit or more I have to replay in order to not have that issue. What else do you want me to say? This is the same boss fight we've had multiple times. There are a few new elements to it, but we fought her at least 3 times now. And we got at least once more to fight her. And I guess I was wrong about the angel speak. We did hear it a little bit, and we're going to hear a little bit more of this video. What do you want? I'm not clairvoyant. And I don't exactly have the best memory in the world. Although it's funny because I have a friend who says that I used to be his friend that remembered everything. And now I can't remember anything. Although that was a few years ago when he said that. Take your lumps. Excelente! We won! Who would have thought?
Cereza.
Not yet. She isn't ready.
How vague and ominous! God, I guess we're going to have to deal with that later. Especially since I already said we're going to fight her one more time. This is kind of annoying. Not a huge deal, but kind of annoying. Why is this electricity here? Damn you, live wires. Ah, another file. Getting in the way.
Little one, where are you? Little one, can you hear me?
Mommy! Mommy! Mommy!
Cereza!
Mommy! I was so scared.
No crying now, little one. You know the rules. No cockroaches or crying babies. Time to go, little one. Hold on tight, okay?
Okay.
Oh, look, we got an escort mission now. If somebody really wants me to show the files that I found during this playthrough, I can make a separate video for that. As far as I know, you can start a level and show off all the files you have, so I can do that. So just let me know. I don't mind doing it. I can come back afterwards. I probably won't talk over it. I'll probably just show them off, and then you can read them at your leisure. But if somebody really wants it, I can. This is the first part in the game I can really think of that I had trouble, unless I'm forgetting something. I feel like we're on a timer here, but I'm not sure. I know you have to pick her up and put her down on occasion. I'm guessing she has a life bar. But I would successfully complete this fight, get the little end sequence, and then die immediately, and have no idea why. So I'm not really sure what's happening here besides fighting, and I'm not really interested in fighting these things at this point because I tried this several times. I think it was only this time through where I actually figured out that I could pick her up and put her down. I assumed we were just carrying her, which would make a lot more sense because it'd be a lot less annoying of a gameplay mechanic. Oh, whatever. I'm not bitter. Actually, there are a lot more things coming up for me to be bitter about in this gameplay. We'll get there. Not really this video. Well, a little bit this video, actually. I tried to rush that as quickly as I could because I didn't want another death. I don't know if we're in the same area and it's filled with water or if we're in a different area now. Not really all that interested in fighting anything unless I have to. Which is kind of weird to say in a game like this. But I don't know if I'm still in a timer at this point. You tell him, Bayonetta. You tell him. We'll just forget those 20 other alternate realities where you died during this part. Now, it is important that we do keep this little girl alive. We'll find out later why. You might create a paradox otherwise, and history abhors a paradox. So we can't have that. Don't mind me, I'm just struggling to figure out where to go. We'll make it, don't worry. Promise. There we go. Damn it. Get up there. One more goon to deal. I guess we did have to kill everything in order to unlock the seal. Damn it, game. How dare you. Artificially impeding my progress. The joke's on you because victory is mine!
Let's go!
Mommy! Mommy!
It's okay, little one. I'll be right back.
Mommy! Mommy!
Another talkative type. I don't think I've got time to entertain your blabber. I'd much rather hear it straight from your boss.
The witch hunts.
Rest, I king. King Solomon Ema Pa, Ukule Ayadon Kozum, Tu Pax Kumposi, Ua Ona Andi, Galdam, Ua Ona Kaosko, Kalama
Oh look, we got another boss battle because it's been a whole 2 seconds without one. I will say this for the boss battles in this game, while they do reuse quite a few of them, and we'll see a lot more of that later. We've seen a little bit with that chick, I forget her name. As I've mentioned, we fought her several times. This battle is also going to be massively edited because I struggled with it quite a bit, even though I didn't die. But at least the individual boss battles are unique. Each different boss that we do face kind of has its own thing going for it, which is pretty cool. We had a lava boss battle, now we're getting a in the water boss battle. We had that one boss battle where we're running up as tentacles, dodging blades. Then we had that one boss where we were running around on him, which was quite cool. I felt like there was another boss that I enjoyed, but I can't remember. Maybe not. There are parts of this game I've already forgotten. So this battle is going to introduce a new type of quick time event to this game that we've not had. Would have been nice if they introduced it already, but it's going to get on my nerves a lot going forward. And we're about to get it. I'm guessing this was to make use of the move controls, which would be more fitting with something like a Wii. I was quite fine with hitting X or triangle or square or circle. We got a couple of these to do where you gotta press a directional button plus another button. And I can never see which button I'm supposed to hit half the time. Fortunately, they're not randomized, so I could have looked up an LP to figure out what buttons to hit. I probably should have done that. Alas, I did not, which meant more editing on my part. I dodged that one, by the way. Just to be clear. The game didn't see it that way, though. Alright, look, guy, it's time for you to sit down. And I don't mean relax in your recliner with a nice beer. I mean, it's time for you to die. Only I can relax with a nice beer. He says after talking earlier in this playthrough about taking a month off of drinking. See, I can dodge that. Sometimes. I never said I was good at dodging that. I've proven that many a time throughout this playthrough. And I'm sure I'll prove it throughout many a time throughout other playthroughs as well. So many times I had to do this stupid QuickTime event. You know, it just occurred to me I probably could have used the D-pad for that. Maybe not. I'm not sure. If I could have, then I'm going to be very upset that I didn't think to do that. But knowing the way the D-pad's not really used all that much anymore, probably not. Alright, final showdown with this dude. I assume this is the same guy that chick we were fighting earlier is working with. Since he was just talking to her and then now we're fighting this guy. I assume they're the same demon. I could be wrong. Damn. Ah, I got a dodge in. I'm not really worried about playing defensively here. I'm just trying to get to this thing so that I can attack it. That's the excuse I'm going with. I mean, it's not that I'm bad at dodging, it's just I'm playing offensively here. Which is partially true. That is how I was playing this. More crazy visuals. You know, I really don't like your lasers. You have me at a disadvantage. The only advantage I have is that I have main character immunity. Whenever Bayonetta dies, she can just come back. Which you gotta admit is a pretty nice advantage. I'm not gonna take this lying down. It's time for you to die. Don't be stubborn.
I have no idea why you would want this stone. It would look absolutely terrible on you. Much too flashy. Welcome aboard, Cheshire.
Oh, fucking hell!
Mummy!
I told you I'd be right back. Shouldn't you be, you know, flying this thing? I'm a bit occupied at the moment.
Mummy! Mummy!
Well, so much for the subtle approach. We might as well have speakers on this thing blaring Ride of the fucking Valkyries.
Come now, we're VIPs. You know, nothing says you've made it in life like a private helicopter.
Then welcome aboard Air Luca, Flight 001. This is your captain, Luca, speaking. Fasten your safety belts, as this may be a bumpy flight.
Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all next time with more Bayonetta.